This is a property that was taken. Where were you at when they picked this stuff up?
Right here, standing right next to it, talking to people.
And they just picked it up from me?
Yep.
Money is going. Mr. Tony, and somebody is going to have a problem with picking up my equipment. I don't appreciate that.
We don't appreciate you guys here.
Hey, but I'm not touching your stuff. I don't even know who Jenny is.
Party Supply? That's where your business is registered at.
Nah.
We'll see
We registered as New Creation Outreach.
Jenny's Party Supply. Built for the people money.
We'll be right here at Trader Joe's, Laquinta. Like that.
Until the city says no.
The city ain't gonna never say no.
We'll see about
I'm a
that.
non-profit, bro.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You gonna say no today? Today is a Saturday. You got a long time. You got a long time for you even think that somebody is gonna touch my license.
Did I say today?
Have a nice day.
Looks like I might be out here all day.
That's your freedom of speech. I advocate that for you.
Our program is called New Creations. We've been around for 15 years. Our motto is today's youth is tomorrow's future. We're asking people what they'd like to help support our youth centers and food pantries. Anything's a blessing. We take the donations change, dollars, canned goods, clothing, furniture. Anything's a blessing to help out our program.
And where's your guys' center?
It's in Bakersfield, Ultra.
San Bernardino, we got plenty of that's besides the point though. I mean,
okay, I'm just curious now.
Okay,
my
well,
supervisor's on her way.
Okay, well, good. We have.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Our issues now is way greater than the organization and where we at and all that stuff and where we could be. You know what I'm saying? This man came and pried my property from her, intimidating her. You know what I'm saying? And took off with my property, not telling us where he's going with it. We don't know where he's going with it, how far he's going with it, what he did with it when it got over there. It has cash money inside there that's uncounted. I'm pressing charges on that, man. And you can't tell me that's, you know what I'm saying? I can't just walk up to their little display here and grab a whole bunch of flowers and whatever and put them in a cart and take off running with them because I don't keep on running with them. It's not a robbery. You don't come and deprive nobody of their property. Especially when she's having it, you know what I'm saying, she's manning it. It's not like nobody, it was just left here abandoned. You know, she was standing right here when he came up and took it from her. He wouldn't have did it if I was here.
Okay. I'll explain my position on it so my supervisor can come and talk to you about it.
Yeah, sure.
Are you guys at any other stores out here? Or just you guys just doing one store at a time?
Got a couple stores. It's irrelevant.
I guess there was I just talked to my deputy, and guess you have a valid license.
Yes.
Obviously, you have a right to be here.
Yes.
And that's besides the point. I guess the owner or the manager took it upon himself to remove her little stand over to the somewhere down in the parking lot. Is that correct? And I'm gonna go talk to the manager right now. But
Sergeant,
I mean, what is it you want me to do? Us to do? Other than the fact that just to leave you guys alone.
Sergeant, when you deprive a person from their property with the intent to deprive the owner from enjoying their own property. I was in my property right here. I was enjoying it here. She was enjoying it here. No, I wasn't. She was. But it's still my property. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the directors of the organization. The man came up and intimidated her. Had it been me, of course, he would have did it. Had you guys been here, he would have did it. But he intimidates her and takes her property from her, or my property from her, put it in the cart, and takes off running down over the, to the other way. That's robbery, man. You just took our property, you know what I'm saying, without permission. Somebody is here, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he could have waited for law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? It was a way civilly that he could have handled this, rather than coming up intimidating her and have her shook all up and calling me crying. You know what I'm saying? That's intimidating her. You're not finna just do that to my employee and get away with that.
But it doesn't meet the elements for robbery because there's no intent. Okay. Now the fact that he took the property, what we have right now is a disturbance of the peace because he came out here and basically told her to leave and there was an argument. Okay, but there's no robbery, there's no intent. There's no intent to permanently deprive that person
of enjoying my property right here. We was right here enjoying our property, and he had the intent on depriving us from enjoying our property right here.
Okay, permanently.
That's one of the 5 elements of a robbery. I know the 5 elements. I just went through this.
Okay, all right. But see, you have to look at the whole picture. There's no intent to, you know. Okay, if somebody grabs it and takes off running, that's robbery. Okay. But if somebody says he comes out here because, you know, maybe he took stuff on himself, hey, look, he's interfering with my business, whatever it is. I haven't talked to him yet. Okay, and he moves it down the parking lot. Then we can do a private person's, but it doesn't constitute robbery. I mean, okay.
Even protect your own property. She had no clue where he was going, if he was just going to the end of the parking lot or anything. You know, he just took off with her property, not saying, hey, I'm finna move your stuff from here over to there until sheriff shows up or anything like that. He just took her property from her and ran down to the other side of the parking lot.
He didn't say anything?
No. Did he say he was taking your property from you?
No.
Ms. Robinson, right? Okay. You were here.
They code 510.
Area code 510?
Yeah. 229 6616.
And is there like a business number for the organization, or is it just
Yes,
a number?
510 715 4600.
4600?
Yeah.
I told him I'm out here doing my job. All we have to do is just ask people if they like to help support our program. That's it. And he told me, oh, you're not allowed to be here. Your program's illegal, yada, yada, yada. And then I see what your boss does, and yada, yada, yada. Lady came up there, why you think she ran for the police? And I was like, that's not my boss. And he was like, still, I don't care what your boss has to say. I don't care.
And then you try to say that our organization ain't real. My youth center is a party supply store or something like that. It was a party supply store before we rented it. But it's I mean, it was besides the point. You know, all that stuff what he did was, you know, if somebody was sitting down with their purse and I picked it up and ran to the other side of the parking lot and set it down, I'm still committing a crime.
And he was yelling at me, he was harassing me, and I told him I'm not even doing anything. I said I've barely been here 60 seconds. I told him, I don't know what's going on with whoever was here last time, but I was like, I didn't even do anything.
Here's Miss Robinson. Can I call you? What's your first name? Kimberly. Okay, can I call you Kimberly? And what's your first name?
Damone.
Damone. I'm gonna go talk to the manager, okay? Obviously, maybe he had a bad experience with the last ones over here. I'm gonna find out what he says, okay? But obviously, you guys have a valid license. You guys have recent beer. There's nothing that says no soliciting outside that I can see. But if I talk some sense into this guy, is that you guys want to?
I want actions taken. I don't appreciate that. And then this man sitting here patronizing me.
No.
You know, the manager, when, you know, before you showed up, he was out here talking mess and saying my organization ain't real and down to me. I don't play that. You know, I mean, he could have had better attitude. This could have been handled better. He could have waited for law enforcement to come to find out. You know, how is this going to happen? You know, what he did was unorthodox. And I'm not going to be continue to be treated like that.
It doesn't meet the elements for robbery, okay?
Okay.
All right. But if you want to do if you want to charge him, you know, what is it, 415? I mean, which is disturbance of the peace. You have to do a private citizen's arrest, and then we'll, okay? I mean, it's up to you. I mean,
I was telling you, I didn't do anything. I was just doing. I barely got here. Not even.
We haven't pulled out the parking lot yet, and he came out as soon as she was setting her table up.
But you was right here?
Yeah.
He's not trying to tell me, hey, well, that's one of our main interests if she was to the side and I wouldn't have bothered her.
That wasn't the issue.
He didn't tell me none of that. He didn't tell me anything like that. He's in here coming out there harassing me. I'm not even doing anything. I just barely got here. I'm like,
okay. Let me go talk to him. See what he says. All right.
Thank you.
hi.
How you doing, sir?
All right.
I talked to the manager. I guess he...
Hi.
How
are you?
He somehow was in the impression that she was interfering with business, and I have to explain to him that they have a right to be here, okay? And he realized that it was maybe by moving your stuff down the road that maybe he shouldn't have done it. So just because of the fact that I guess there was an argument between, I guess, and obviously he's got people here soliciting before there have been issues. So
let me ask you this, Sergeant.
we're gonna document this unless you want to still go on with pressing the charges.
Yes,
So we document it, and we're gonna forward it to our deputy who handles the business district. But what is it you want us to do?
She wants to press charges.
Okay.
That's not much. I'm gonna press charges against him. That's not right. For how he did me, harassed me. I already have anxiety attacks.
Okay. It's one of. Let me explain to you. It's gonna be. What we have is disturbance of the peace. Okay. He came out here. There was an argument, and there was going back and forth, and I guess he didn't like the answer, or you didn't like the answer, or he didn't like the answer that you gave him, or he moved your stuff down. I don't know how many. 20 feet, 30 feet, or 5 feet. I don't know how long it's where it's taken to. Okay.
I wasn't arguing with him. I told him I just got here less than 60 seconds ago. That's all I told him. I told him my exact words. Good morning. How are you? I just got here 60 seconds ago. I'm just doing my job. Yada yada yada. And he was like, well, I seen what who your boss is and how. But I guess how it goes in the car and whatever. I'm like, okay, well, that's not my boss. That's what I told him. And then he was like, well, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to get your stuff off the property. And this, and that, and other. And I said, okay, well, can you give me a second to call my boss? He's like, no, I don't want you here. I want you off my property. Yada, yada, yada. I was like, okay, well, no, I'm going to call my boss. And when he went back in, that's what I did. I called him. Stay here. But called you, I guess he called you guys because I wasn't going, and then he got mad. He was just talking a whole bunch of mess, and then he took the basket, picked up my box, my table, and my sign, put it in the basket, ran with the basket through here, ran and pushed it all the way over there to the bush. And he was giving me a hard time. I'm not even doing anything. I said, I just got here. So I said, I don't know what happened between you and the last people here. I said, I don't know.
She's not responsible for the people's last, the last person here at all.
But yeah, and this is, look, it's not really your fault, the fact that there are people being here before that maybe have caused some disruptions to his business. But that has nothing to do with you guys. You guys have a legitimate license from what I see. And his only concern was that, I guess, he didn't see you guys as being somebody else. He saw you as maybe just a continuance of the ongoing issue that he's got with people soliciting money. So that's why he came over here and started arguing with you. All right. I guess his only concern was the fact that, hey, listen, it's hurting my business. I said, well, I understand. Maybe, I don't know whether it's hurting your business. You're telling me this, but I can't confirm that. But
how are we soliciting? We're not selling anything. If anything, we're...
Okay. All right. So, what we can do, I mean, we can go. You want to press the disturbance of the peace charges? It's going to be kind of a mutual thing. He's going to press charges against you for arguing in public too. And it's not going to. I mean, my deputy is going to document either way. It's going to be documented in the report either way, and it's going to be forwarded to our business district officer. But what is it?
We'll kill it, Sergeant.
Okay.
I appreciate you coming out. And
okay. Listen.
Let me talk to you.